Unfortunately, Luton have lost their 4th game in a row in the Premier League against Fulham. We ended up losing 1-0 away from home, and it isn't the best of starts to life in the Premier League for us. In today's video, I am going to give you guys my overall thoughts on the defeat against Fulham, and yeah, hopefully I can make this video not sound too negative. So Luton obviously lost 1-0 to Fulham yesterday, and I wasn't able to watch the full 90 minutes. Unfortunately, I wasn't able to attend, and I wasn't able to find a stream as I was working. But what I did get to watch was the match of the day highlights, and I've read a few reports, and I've seen a few clips on social media. So let's talk about the lineup first. Looking at that lineup, it was clear that we were sticking with the same system. Now, I've been talking about in the past few videos about potentially changing the formation, as I feel like we need to be a little bit more attacking, and I don't think defensively we're doing any improvements there, because we're still conceding goals. So that's why I was saying we needed to change the lineup, and I was suggesting to play a 4-2-3-1 system. But in the game against Fulham, it was clear that it was going to remain the same system, with Amari Bell playing as a left-sided wing-back, and then obviously with the centre-back partnerships being Anderson, Burke and Lockyer, right wing-back Kapore, and then in the midfield you had Nakamba, Chong, and also our new signing, Lokonga, and then the two strikers were Brown and also Morris. So looking at that system, it's a few good changes in there. Seeing obviously Lokonga and also seeing Brown. I was happy that Giles wasn't starting, because I didn't think he deserved an opportunity after a poor first 3 games. So yeah, I was a bit happy with the starting 11. So first half, how did it plan out? Going in at half time, obviously being 0-0, great start, you know, that is really important. But the chances which we created, now looking at those chances which we did create, we should have scored. Now, I thought we actually created better opportunities than we did than Fulham, but the difference is Fulham have walked away with 3 points due to us gifting them a goal in the second half. But let's talk about the first half first. So Brown had an opportunity, he hit the post, he should have scored. He should have scored. He has to hit the target at least, but unfortunately wasn't able to. I think it was quite clear that the setup was right. Fulham, you can have the possession, and when we get the ball, we're just going to counter-attack. And that resulted in Fulham having, what, 70-odd% possession. Possession doesn't win you football matches. Chances, creating opportunities do, and scoring goals. And that still wasn't able to go in our favour in this game. The chances which we did create, as I already mentioned, Brown's chance, he needs to take that. He needs to hit the target at least. Amari Bell, he has to score. He's had the whole goal to aim it at, half volley, whatever it was. If he hits it either side of the goalkeeper, it goes in, and we're happy days at a very important time in the game as well. He has to score that opportunity. Let's actually talk about the officials, because yet again we are talking about officials in a match reaction. Now, the build up to the goal, for Fulham, it hits Iwobi's hand. I'm not going to fault the referee for that. I still think we should deal with it, with whatever happens after it. Thomas Kaminski, yet again, second week in a row, has made an individual error that has cost us. He needs to do better there. You know, I don't think his sight of vision was that much affected by what Reece Burke was doing with the misjudged header. And then he's basically grabbed the ball and he's pushed it out, and it's gone to one player which you don't want it to go to. It's gone to the Fulham player who's got an easy tap in, and it's really disappointing because it's nothing special. It's just basics. It really is. 9 out of 10 he probably deals with that most weeks, but on yesterday's occasion he just didn't deal with it, and that is so frustrating. You know, these individual errors really are costing us. And these are errors which I don't think we would have ever made in the Championship, but we're just making in the Premier League. I don't know if it's the nerves that are getting to these players. I'm not too sure, but whatever happens, one single mistake. Obviously, in the Championship, we could get away. A team would probably waste the opportunity. But in the Premier League, it's a different game. It's ruthless, and teams just take these opportunities. And yeah, And we're seeing it in the first 4 matches. Teams have taken opportunities from our mistakes and they've resulted in a goal. Now, in the other end of the pitch, you know, so talk about Fulham's goal, it could have been ruled out for potentially a handball in the build-up. I don't know the rules anymore. They are different every single week. Different referees apply different ones. I just don't know. I can't get my head around it. I think the rules are just absolutely pointless. They're useless and they need re-evaluating. Yet again, they need re-evaluating. The other side of the pitch, Luton should have had a penalty. Reed has fouled Morris. I don't know how. I can understand the referee missing it because his eyes are on, you know, if you think about it, a referee at a free kick, he's looking, you know, he's mostly going to deal with the busy area rather than an isolated incident that's happening on the far side. But yet again, what are the 4 people doing in a VAR room? It's a clear penalty. He's literally rugby tackled Morris in the box and we've not got anything from it. I just really don't know with these officials, man. It feels like it's worse than the Championship. In fact, I think it is. In the Championship, I was never ever moaning about, you know, decisions going against us. You know, I did the odd occasion, but never as much as I've done so far this season. You know, we're on game week 4, well, for Luton that is, and yet 2 videos out of the 4 I am actually no, I moaned about it in the Brighton game. 3 out of 4 decisions, well, 3 out of 4 weeks I've moaned about officials being absolutely useless. It's just really killing it, and it's actually sucking out my enjoyment of football because it's just ridiculous that some of these referees are not good enough at all. The rules are pathetic, and there's people that sit in a room and get paid and don't do anything. What are you watching? Just simply, what are you watching? You know, the resulting outcome actually ended up going out for a goal kick, so they had time to actually watch it back and they didn't. I don't get it. I really don't get it. But there's no like reasoning on why they are missing these opportunities. You know, we're not hearing it. We should be hearing this. Why are we not hearing it by now? You know, what are you doing in a room? It's corrupt, in my opinion. It has to be corrupt. It's something really dodgy is happening, and we're just paying the price for it at the moment, and it's really annoying. And I know they say like over the course of the season, like decisions go for and against you. At the moment, we're getting so much bad luck at the moment, and it really is hurting us a bit, because even a penalty it's an opportunity. It's an opportunity to get a goal, which then boosts the confidence a little bit for everyone within the squad. You know, the togetherness is there still, but you know, we need a win, and we need it really soon. Talking about Morris, he did have half an opportunity on a volley. He actually had more time than he thought. He could have brought the ball down and actually put more of an effort into the shot and re-evaluate what he wanted to do, but he rushed the shot. Again, I don't think he would have done that last season in the Championship. I think he would have been a little bit smarter. I do think he would have had a lot more confidence in that position last season as well. So we're doing a few things where last season I don't think we would have. Well, I feel like this season we're doing a few things that we would have done last year, and we need to kind of sort that out as soon as possible, is what I'm basically trying to say. But if you look at it as a whole, it's the best performance of the season so far in the Premier League. Should we have got something from the game? Yes. Should we have got something from the game against West Ham? In my opinion, yes, we should have done. So that's the last 2 games now where I feel like we should be getting something. Now, if you look at the amount of goals which we've conceded since the start, it's gone 4-3-2-1. So what does that mean? Well, it means next week we're probably not going to concede a goal. So we need points. Wolves, Everton, Burnley are our next 3 games. We have to get at least 4 points. I'm really sorry, but we have to really get at least 4. We have to at least win one of them. At least, if we don't win any of them, then it's pretty much a dead certainty in my opinion. Now, I think I saw a stat came out that Crystal Palace lost their first 7 Premier League games and then ended the Premier League season 11th. That may be the case here, potentially. I just think it's really unlikely. But yeah, I felt we should have got something. Fulham, okay, with all their possession. Like I've said, possession doesn't win games in football, but they were still able to even though they weren't the best, walk away with the 3 points. And that's what good teams do. When they're not at their best, they still get points. And we must do better going forward. The game against Wolves is so important. Even Everton away as well. And they're Burnley at home. I can't express how important the next 3 games are. And I really hope a win does come soon, because we're desperately going to need it. But yeah, guys, that is my overall thoughts on the Fulham game. Let me know your thoughts down in the comment section of the video, and I'll see you all in the next one.